Dubbed is something we wish we could enjoy, but sadly isn't, because the bad rap anime like One Piece 4 Kids gave, and the 8 voice actors that seem to do every single fucking dub.
I've got a special achievement of the LAGANN culture.
She had to fight high-tech Build-A-Bear reject.
Panty thief. A built-in slot machine. Piques my interest.
Even though I love sub, it's a pain in the ass to fucking read and can be easily distracting, especially during those abnormally fast-paced scenes. I feel like anyone who says that they're used to the sub are lying to themselves. I've watched thousands of episodes in sub and still find myself missing stuff. Unless those people train themselves to keep one eye on the subtitles and one eye on the action, they're full of shit. NANI? So we decided to ease your journey of finding the best anime to watch by listing the top 10 anime where the dub was better. For number 10, we have Dragon Ball Z. It seems to be one of the few good anime from the long-running shonen circle with an actual good dub. I mean, the dub from One Piece and Naruto still give me nightmares.
The next Hokage! Believe it!
The reason why I think the dub is much better in Dragon Ball Z is that it fits Goku much better. I mean, I would assume that a warrior that's ripped as hell deserves a manly, heroic voice. And Sean does an amazing job at it. The sub is just too awkward. Goku and Gohan sound like they're old grannies because they are old grannies. And that's also why they must be obsessed with vegetables. At number 9, we have Hellsing Ultimate. The sub just doesn't work because the characters in this anime are from Europe. Even though realistically most of them wouldn't speak English, it does sound more immersive with the characters having different accents depending on where they're from.
All is well, gentlemen.
Alucard is our best line of supernatural defense.
Roll it again, Hellsing.
Wait, or is it Irish? Not sure what this character's accent is from, but it's fucking awesome. The sub version of this anime isn't diverse and ruins the immersion of the story.
3.
For number 8, we have Cowboy Bebop. This is a classic anime here in the United States, and I think most of us can remember staying up those late nights watching episodes on Toonami. The English dub sounds high quality and fits the style of the anime very well. Honestly, both the sub and dub are good, but the dub feels more natural with the voice actor for Spike complementing the character more.
The red-eyed coyote will appear in the Zona Norte.
I mean, even the composer, Yoko Kanno, has expressed appreciation for the English dub. At number 7, we have Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. When it comes to dub, it feels like most of the voice actors don't put the same amount of energy as the Japanese actors. But in this rare exception, it feels like Vic, the voice actor for Edward, put more energy in his performance.
Don't call me little!
The dub for Armstrong's voice also seems to be slightly better, and I think it fits his strongman character more. Overall, when it comes to the comic relief in this anime, the dub actors made it much better.
As I suspected, you're in desperate need of my assistance.
Very well.
Wait,
For number 6, we have Steins Gate. This one was actually really hard to judge because both the sub and the dub have their pros and cons. The dub is unique when it comes to Steins Gate because some of the dialogue and jokes were actually changed to make more sense for the people in the United States. Although I do think some of the sub has funny moments, like when Okabe tries to speak English.
I am mad scientist. United States, Chaos, and invade.
But overall, the dub sounds better, and Okabe sounds more of a mad scientist. If you're looking to watch this show for the first time, I would watch it first in dub, since the last thing you want is to be distracted by the subtitles. At number 5, we have GURREN LAGANN. Like I said with the previous anime, it feels like the dub fits the protagonist more than the sub.
You're gonna dig to the heavens!
After comparing both, it really feels like the sub voices for Simon and Kamina are kind of plain. We can really see this in the first episode when a gunman comes crashing through and Kamina goes to confront it.
Hey! You've got guts plowing into my village like this.
For number 4, we have Devil May Cry. I've talked about the sub and dub of Devil May Cry in previous videos. The dub voice for Dante seems to match the character much better, with his nature being lazy.
Really? Just trying to sweeten up the air in here. It smells like shit.
Oh.
While the Japanese version makes him seem much more uptight than he actually is. Not to mention that the dub voice actor for Dante actually played him in the video games as well. The voices for the monsters also sound weird, and if we take a look at the sub when Dante faces Sid, for some reason they gave him a normal voice.
Right now, I have enough power to rule even the human world.
Which doesn't make any sense. I do admit that Patty is outright annoying in the dub, which can put off the majority of people who watch it, but trust me, it's well worth it.
Don't think about how weird this is. The whole mess just stinks of trouble. Run away!
At number 3, we have Heaven's Lost Property. Tomoki is a goofy, perverted teenager, and the dub just brings more of that character to life, whereas the sub just sounds extremely weird.
I am king of the world! Your panties are mine!
You can tell that the Japanese voice actor is really going all out for this anime, but unfortunately just doesn't work. The dub also really shines for other main characters like Mikako.
Are you suggesting I believe it might not be such a bad thing to watch my dear friend plummet to his death?
And supporting characters like Tomoki's grandfather.
So make damn sure you shoot down the first one that gets his ass in the air.
Show me a boob man and I'll show you a no-brain, no-class knuckle-dragger who knows nothing of the fair sex. That the real show is down below.
For number 2, we have Space Dandy, and honestly, this is a rare show because it actually aired in the United States before Japan. The creator of Space Dandy also made Cowboy Bebop, so you can expect a somewhat similar style that the dub voice actors are just great at.
To boobies, of course.
Although I would say that the sub voice actor for Dandy did a really good job, the only reason why I would say the dub is overall better is because the main characters like Meow and Cutie and some of the supporting characters like Dr. Joe were amazing. For example, Cutie in the dub had auto-tune, which sounds a lot better than just a plain voice like in the sub.
Can't we let the narrator do the prologue first?
The dub also does come at a pretty big cost because for some fucking reason they decided to leave out the opening.
Why you want to live in your dead wife's old house is beyond me. It's sick. You're sick. When this bitch kicks, I'm moving to Vegas.
At number 1, we have Ghost Stories. Now, when most anime get a dub, they usually end up having to change small lines to make sense so you don't get any of this.
Let that child alone.
However, Ghost Stories is not like that, and instead they opted in to change the whole damn thing.
Shut up. Who you calling a dog?
Basically what happened was Ghost Stories turned out to be a major flop on Japanese TV. So Animax gave the contract to ADV Films with very few rules, and one of them being do whatever you want to make the show successful. It was at this point that Animax had fucked up. The show turned out to be one of the most offensive and funny shows I have ever watched. At the end of the day, I would rather have a bad dub that makes it hilarious than a good sub with horrible story. So thank you for watching our video on the top 10 anime where the dub was better. Hopefully you found some good anime to watch, and make sure to check out our other videos for other great content.